Welcome to the show, everybody. Today, as you can see, we have a face-to-face between Mr. Phil Womack and Mr. Dill Dillinger. Today, we are going to have an interview for their fight coming up very soon. We have the biggest fight of the century, probably. So, first thing I wanted to ask you two fellas, how did this come about? Who called who out?
Called him out. What you gonna do about it?
What you think? I'm gonna put hands on you.
And that's what he said.
Let's do it.
All right. Is there any beef here? Is that real?
Oh yeah, a lot of beef.
Ain't no
A
beef.
lot of cow meat. Nah, we got beef now. There's no going back. You said what you said. Now we got to get the knuckles.
Okay.
Knuckle up.
Well, what did he say? What did he say?
Well, I was on the Twitter. You know, I'm new to it. So I said, hey, looking for a sparring match.
Okay.
He said, oh really? I said, yeah, you want to spar? He said, yeah, I'll kick your A word. I used no profanity toward him, but he did toward me publicly on Twitter. My kids use Twitter in front of my kids. I couldn't be disrespected. Nope. So now I gotta knuckle up.
All right.
Put him up.
It's called trash talk. This is what I do when I'm about to fight.
Okay. So this is more business for you.
Yeah, like it's really more like a vacation too.
Oh,
Something to do next week.
Oh, really?
Personal.
Yeah.
You'll be asleep next week.
How many times
Till
do I have
next
to
week.
teach you this lesson, old man?
So you don't respect him as a fighter?
No.
No.
He's sloppy and he's got a speech impediment, which is gonna make me want to hit him even harder.
And that's not my fault. My mouth's a little full of goth.
Yeah, I can see that. You're spitting over here.
All right. Well, what have you all done to prepare for this fight?
I don't feel like I need to.
Bro, I've been in the meat factory, pause, hitting slabs of steak ribs
He beats meat. That's what he does. He
Yeah.
beats his meat all day.
all day.
All day.
It's wrong.
All day. Okay.
You see how you was spitting when you said meat? Wasn't even no S words in that.
I can pronounce the F word. Okay.
Don't hurt yourself.
It was a good try. All right. So you all have any athletic backgrounds at all? I know this is your first fight.
Well, I swam with Michael Phelps.
Oh,
Michael
okay.
Phelps.
Oh.
He beat me every time, but I was right behind him.
Okay. So that's not really a professional background. That's just like,
No, he just came over to my pool and we swam a little.
okay. And for you, any?
I play
Athletic
basketball, so I do a
Basketball.
lot of running. Wasn't really fighting as much, except for in the streets.
Okay. So you think you'll have a little bit more endurance going into this fight?
Well, yeah, he basically just a background swimmer for a washed-up swimmer.
I actually played water polo as well.
Oh, did you have on floaties?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay.
And they made me very buoyant. That's how I float when I'm in the ring.
Oh,
Float
you
like
float.
a butterfly, sting like a needle from a doctor.
That's a terrible quote.
Okay. All right. How confident are you all going into this fight?
I can beat him with my hands behind my back.
I really would like for you to do that, actually.
How exactly would you do that with?
I'm a Mike Tyson him. I'm gonna bite his ear off.
All right. And
Doesn't that get you
Nope.
disqualified?
see,
Not when I'm not using hands.
well, it isn't a professional fight. It is an amateur fight. So
By amateur fight, I would suggest you use your hands because I'm definitely gonna give you all this work just
gonna
for
bite your
talking
knuckles.
crazy like you are right now.
okay. So you see this being a one-sided fight. There's
I
no-
definitely see this being a one-sided
Yes,
fight.
just me winning.
Okay. So
This
you
is-
both see this as a one-sided.
You remember when Cartman jumped into the Special Olympics
Mhm.
with the peg leg and stuff? Like, this is. I feel like I'm Stan getting ready to fight Jimmy or Timmy right now.
Wow.
You remember when you were walking outside and there happened to be like a little bug and you stepped on it? That's my
Yes.
reference for him.
All right.
I'm gonna step on him.
All right, so there's much confidence coming from both sides, as you all can see here. Is there any mental games being played here? Is this all
No, not at all.
Nah, he's pretty.
I'm not worried
mental
about
on
him
his
at all.
own, so
okay?
See, he's mental for thinking that he can beat me.
I see.
You can knuckle up right now if you want to.
you don't
What's
want
up?
that.
That's not
What's
what
up?
we're here for.
What's poppin'?
That's not what we're
What's
here
poppin'?
for.
You don't want this work.
We can deal with this in the ring a week later.
Bub.
You're such a bluff.
So when you get in the ring Are you going to be drawing on any emotions for this fight, or is it all going to be
Fighting
tactics?
for my kids.
I'm
Okay.
probably going to be laughing the whole time.
I mean, my kids they're not born yet. Still, but fighting for my future kids.
Okay.
When the footage comes out and they see
gonna
you
use
getting
Twitter.
beat on,
They're gonna
knocked
see it.
out, like they're gonna be really embarrassed by you. They might even change their name legally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? To what? What are they gonna change
To,
their name
not
to?
that guy.
Not that guy. Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Phil, when you get into the ring,
What's up?
walk me through this fight. How do you think this fight is gonna go
Well,
from first round to the last round?
What I do when I step in the ring? Number one, I'm gonna come out in my floaties, cause I float like a butterfly, sting like a needle from a doctor. Come out in my floaties, maybe shoot needles, put on a little show for the audience. I'm gonna take everything off. They're gonna see it's me, cause they won't know before we fight who's fighting. I won't tell them at all.
Okay.
I will let them know of my disability. Been knocked up in the head from fighting a lot. So I'm going to inform the audience of my disability before we fight. And then I'm going to put the mic down and I'm going to run over to him and I'm going to knock him out before the fight even starts.
That would get you disqualified, though.
He's going to be asleep. He won't see disqualification.
I don't think you should do that, though, since the fight, you won't make any money from the fight if you're disqualified.
I forgot I need that.
It would be a no contest, so we're gonna.
I'll wait till we start to knock him out.
I feel like I'm gonna get sued after this
Okay.
for by those people that protect the handicapped, the elderly, and the children.
Well, I get the part closer to the stadium. I get handicapped spots.
I see. You can't bring the crutches in the ring. So
I
I'm
don't need
sorry.
him. I can crawl and beat you from the ground.
I don't think
Gonna
that's
bite your
legal
ankles.
either.
I'm going to bite his
You're gonna-
ankles.
he's gonna bite my ankles. No.
You can't bite his ankles though.
Your ankles.
What are the rules in this?
No rules.
So it's
Amateur
gonna
match.
be full 3-minute rounds, 10-round fight. No
We'll only
foul
need two.
play.
I'll check him out the first
Nothing
round.
but your hands.
Knock him out the
Nothing.
second.
Everything else is illegal.
Okay,
Strictly boxing.
strictly.
So, Mr. Dillinger, could you walk me through this fight in your head, how you predict it's gonna go?
Well, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be, jumping around in the ring, getting ready, spitting water in the bucket. What they do on TV, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna see the person coming out, and I'm gonna probably get discouraged, and I might even just say, you know what, I'm going home, because I don't want to get sued by the Child Protective Services or something.
Okay, but you do know if either of you is disqualified, then there's no.
Yeah, but I really need this money. So as much as I don't want to, hurt a handicapped person, I'm gonna have to. And my moral conscience won't be clear, but at least I'll have money.
Better watch them ankles.
So, does either of you believe that there's gonna be a knockout in this fight?
Oh, yeah. I don't have to believe. I just know it.
Okay. And for you?
Yeah.
Any knockouts?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna knock him out, but save him the suffering and stuff.
How many
Hilarious.
rounds do you think this is gonna last?
This
Two.
isn't going around. This is gonna be a matter of minutes.
He won't be able to touch me the first round. I'll just scout him out, let him swing, let him drop all his points, missing. Second round, first punch, down. Down and out.
He thinks he's Mayweather now, but okay.
No, I'm better than Mayweather.
So tell me about your training for this fight. Is there anyone you want to recognize that you watched in preparation? for
Shout
this
out to
fight?
Coach Roach, same guy who trained Manny Pacquiao and Madonna. And he gave me a few pointers. I
Trained Madonna.
really don't think I'm going to need them
He
for
trained
this
a
fight,
singer?
actually, because, clearly.
Okay. And for you, anyone you wanna?
I watch myself on TV.
Okay.
Shout out you.
Do you believe that is going to improve your skill at all?
Yes.
Watching yourself. fight?
Watching myself motivates myself to be more like myself. And that's what I intend to do.
All right. So you believe that you have all that it takes to beat anyone in the league right now?
No, not at all. I have more than what it takes.
All right.
See, when someone steps in the ring with me, they usually have to castle the match because there's a wet floor now. It's gonna piss itself.
All right.
I'm actually starting to think this is like a parody, and I'm being punked. Like, is this for real?
Or is it all
This
real?
is very for
Is it all
real.
real, bub?
We had Mr. Walmack cleared with his doctors that this will be a very legal fight.
Yeah.
And since he is over the age of 18, it is very legal for him to accept this fight and fight his heart out. We're hoping for a great show. Hopefully there is no serious altercations through this fight, but we're just gonna have to see how it goes.
Right.
I'll
Okay.
pray for you tonight.
It's next week. It's not tonight.
I'm just gonna pray for him tonight, for next week. He's gonna need it.
All right. So the pay for this fight will be around $1.5 million. Was that the main incentive for taking this fight?
I didn't know we were getting paid. We're getting paid for this.
Yes, sir. All professional fights do have a.
Wait, I've never gotten
Payday.
money every time I fought. Where'd all my money go?
Well, that's something you will have to talk with your managers about. I'm not too sure what went on there.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you just got Don King'd.
My managers left after my last fight. They said they were going on vacation.
They might not call back after
You
this
might
fight.
want to contact a lawyer about
Yeah.
that possibly before
With
this next fight, where there's also should be
okay.
a payment involved.
Do you know the lawyer number?
That's not really my job. I'm just here to interview.
Okay.
Okay. Was the money the incentive for you taking this fight today?
It is the incentive, and now I feel like once I win the money, I'm going to end up giving it to him
Giving it back.
out
That's-
of.
Oh no, you're
Respect.
gonna need it.
No, not
You're gonna have to
respect.
reconstruct
I
your
don't know
face.
what-
pity.
I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, okay.
This is beyond me.
All right. How do you feel about that? Him giving the money.
He's gonna need it more than I am. His face is gonna be so mangled. Gonna give facial reconstruction surgery.
I really feel like this is a setup. I don't know why, but it doesn't feel right.
I can see how it looks. It appears to be comical, but I can assure you this is a very serious matter. This is a very.
See those
I'm
gloves?
flabbergasted right
See
now.
those gloves? Cross your jaw.
So my prediction for this fight's viewership will be around 10 million viewers live for pay-per-view.
10 million people are going to be there.
10 million people are gonna
Not
see you
be
get
there,
knocked
but
out.
they're gonna be viewing the fight
I'm gonna see
some
you
way,
get laid
one way or
across the
another.
floor.
So this is your first big fight with a lot of professional viewers, a lot of professional fighters. Is that a lot of pressure? Do you believe
Oh, no.
that you can control that?
Not at all. Is there gonna be a splash zone by the ring
No.
for his blood?
No, I don't think there.
Okay.
And for you?
I just want to have a good fight, and I hope that I don't, go to hell for what's about to happen. And, God bless him, and I hope he gets his speech impediment fixed and his cash register jaw.
All right.
Excuse me, this is not my fault. I will end you. I will give you a jaw just like
We're
mine.
going to have to wrap it up.
That's going
Wrap
to
it up
be
then. Wrap
the
it up
end
then.
of the show. I hope you guys enjoyed this little face-to-face before this fight. I hope you guys go ahead and be sure to tune in to the pay-per-view. And I hope you tune into the pay-per-view, grab your popcorn, sit down with your family. It's going to be a great show. As you can see, these two are very intrigued with this fight. It's going to be
I didn't sign up for that.
a show for the century, and that's going to be all for today. I hope you guys like it.